So Xbox started their E3 conference with an awesome view of their stage and also an intro video for their new console, the Xbox One X, previously known as Project Scorpio. Xbox boss Phil Spencer was up on stage first to welcome everyone to E3 2017 and also to talk more about the console, or as he calls it, the most powerful console ever made. Kareem Chowdhury, the head of software engineering over at Xbox, was up next to talk about the console specs. So if you don't know them by now, here he is with them.
Let's talk power, which starts with the specs. 6 teraflop GPU clocked at 1.172 gigahertz, 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, and 326 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. These are impressive numbers that are more powerful than any other console on every dimension, because that's what it takes to give game creators the power they need so you can experience true 4K resolution, 4K textures, and 4K assets in your living room.
Oh, and the Xbox One X vapes now as well.
However, on a console, we're using a liquid-cooled vapor chamber, normally reserved for servers and high-end PC cards.
The console is out on the 7th of November 2017 worldwide, but I imagine we won't get to see it here on South African shores for a good few months after that though. Right, so let's jump into the game trailers. First on show was exclusive racing game Forza Motorsport 7, and while I'm not a big fan of these kind of games, I'll say that the game looks beautiful. After a bit more chatter by Spencer, we saw a world premiere trailer for Metro Exodus, which looks incredible and was debuted to the theme of 28 Days Later, which just added to the creepy atmosphere of the trailer. If you want to check out the full trailer of Metro Exodus or anything I'm about to talk about, I'll drop a link in the trailer in the description down below. Following the Metro Exodus reveal, we saw the world premiere of the almost completely leaked Assassin's Creed Origins. That world premiere thing, you're gonna hear it a lot. The game takes place in ancient Egypt and the trailer shows a ton of stabbing and climbing, which is very Assassin's Creed. Creative director Jean Godin then showed up to talk about the game and its location, the birthplace of the Assassin's Brotherhood. Origins features some changes in that it has many RPG elements added to its gameplay. What follows is a walkthrough of a mission where the game's protagonist Bayek has to assassinate a fake oracle in his hometown. Also, dude uses an eagle as a drone to do some recon before stalking his target, plus leaping out of a tree while headshotting a guard with an arrow. It looks awesome and is out on 27 October 2017. Next up was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which will be coming exclusively to Xbox One after enjoying a fair amount of success on PC. An update will be available for Xbox One X once the console is launched. Then we see a new exclusive title by the name of Deep Rock Galactic, and we got to see a bit more of upcoming survival zombie games State of Decay 2. I know there are a ton of zombie games out there, but State of Decay 2 just looks like something I would seriously enjoy playing with my friends. The game is expected to release in the second quarter of 2018. Another exclusive in the form of the Darwin project was announced, which seems to have some kind of esports future plan for it. This was given away by the shoutcaster providing commentary on what was happening on screen. And based on the gameplay shown, it looks to be a third-person shooter with various characters and elimination rules. There could very well be more modes when the game is launched, but this is what we can see from the first clip. Next up was a little bit of Minecraft, which will be receiving a 4K update for the Xbox One X in the form of the Super Duper Graphics Pack. It's out in the third quarter of 2017. Another world premiere that was shown was a new Dragon Ball fighting game, which looks absolutely amazing, like it was taken straight from the anime series. This awesome looking game is called Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's with a capital Z at the end instead of an S. Beautiful and desolate landscapes, snowy forests and moonlit meadows start off the trailer before we see some warriors fighting monsters with magic arrows and blades. This MMORPG by the name of Black Desert looks like it has a very Final Fantasy-esque feel to it. And on to the next timed exclusive, which was The Last Night. The game appears to have a visual style which focuses on pixelation and it reminded me very much of Blade Runner. It was an incredibly brief look, but what I saw immediately made me want to see more. And another possible time exclusive is The Artful Escape, which at first glance appears to be a side-scroller with psychedelic visuals and bitching guitar solos. Yeah, color me intrigued. Code Vein was up next, which looks like a game that combines JRPG influence in terms of style with gameplay that resembles that of Dark Souls. This looks like something that I definitely want to sink my teeth into. And then Xbox One exclusive shared world pirate game Sea of Thieves offered an extended look at the game with commentary. We see the players swim around underwater, avoid sharks, uncover buried treasure, and then a combination of gunplay and sword combat. I really like what Sea of Thieves is trying to accomplish, and it looks like it could be a lot of fun, but at the same time it also doesn't. It just hasn't hooked me, but maybe I need to actually get my hands on it to get a proper taste. Sea of Thieves is out in early 2018. On to another launch exclusive, which was Tacoma, which seemed like an exploration/walking sim that's possibly set in a space station. It'll be out in August 2017. The next game to be revealed for the first time, and as an Xbox One exclusive no less, was Super Lucky's Tale. It's a cutesy platforming game featuring a fox as the protagonist. The game looks amazing and colorful, and something that I would love to play. It's been a while since we've seen a platform like this, and I'm all for it. Super Lucky's Tale is out in November this year. Cuphead was the next exclusive to be added to the list. If you haven't heard of it or seen it before, it's a run and gun game that is drawn in the style of 1930s cartoons. It was a very brief look at the game, but it was enough to whet the appetite. Cuphead is out later this year in September. The next exclusive to be shown has been a long time coming. Crackdown 3 was shown with actor Terry Crews featuring as Commander Jackson. The gameplay portion of the trailer didn't really show anything new, just a lot of shooting, explosions, destruction and powers. It looks like a lot of fun though, and Crackdown 3 is out in November this year. Following this was a montage of various indie games such as Dunk Lords, Brawlout, Dark and Light, Hello Neighbor and Strange Brigade, to name a few. An interesting launch exclusive to be shown was Ashen, which seems to be a possible dungeon crawler featuring melee combat. Again, not much was shown, but there was just enough to make me want to see more. Life is Strange Before the Storm was up next to be revealed for the very first time, much to the excitement of fans of the first game. This isn't a sequel, but in fact appears to be a prequel story that will be told over the course of 3 episodes. It's out at the end of August this year. Next up, Middle-earth Shadow of War enjoyed an extended look at its gameplay and featured some humorous banter between Talion and an orc by the name of Bruce the Chopper. The gameplay was excellent, and I absolutely can't wait to get my hands on the game when it releases in October later this year. Especially since there seems to be more dialogue between Talion and his targets, plus we get to storm massive fortresses with an orc army and some orcs having special skills that can be used during the attack. A piano composition was played live on stage alongside a reveal trailer for the follow-up to Ori and the Blind Forest, which was revealed as Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The game will be an Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive. Phil Spencer then made his way back onto stage to reveal one final revelation. After the success of backwards compatibility of Xbox 360 games on the Xbox One, the feature will be expanded to include titles from the original Xbox console. A fan favorite that has been confirmed to be added to the library is arcade flight game Crimson Skies. This feature will be going live later this year. In addition to the backwards compatibility, select games will be receiving a free 4K update on the Xbox One X. Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3 and Killer Instinct are but a few titles getting this update. The final title to be shown running on an Xbox One X was upcoming BioWare title Anthem. The gameplay premiere showed off some impressive visuals and excellent exosuit combat. The suits are called Javelins and are completely customizable so that they behave exactly how you want them to. The gameplay features flight through a jungle, underwater traversal, and views of some ruins. Like Mass Effect, the game features RPG elements. In addition, it can also be played online with 3 other friends. I loved what I saw of Anthem, and I'm really hoping it truly is amazing. The only thing I really didn't like about the gameplay was the scripted mic conversations between the players, because it was just so damn cringeworthy. Personally, I feel like Anthem was the best to be shown right at the end of the show, as it definitely feels like one of the best titles on show. The Xbox showing at E3 was enjoyable for the most part, and there were some really cool games on show. However, I still don't feel like I have the itch to go out and buy an Xbox One, since pretty much all of the titles that got me really excited are either timed exclusives or will be multi-platform. And that was it for the Xbox conference. If you enjoyed this or found it informative or helpful, then please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to keep up to date with my uploads, you can click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get email notifications. And finally, let me know what you thought of the Xbox conference by leaving a comment below. I'd really love to know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.